This is the common carotid artery branching into the internal carotid and the external carotid. This is the superior thyroid giving off the superior laryngeal. This is the lingual, this is the facial. We're going to follow the facial up. Facial is going to give off an inferior labial, then facial is going to give off a superior labial, and then facial is going to give off a nasal branch. Facial will then anastomose with the infraorbital artery. This is the mental artery coming through the mental foramen. We look into the deeper face now. After we identify the three that go off anterior, we have the three that come off posterior. We have ascending pharyngeal, which would be coming off right here, occipital, which comes off here and meets up here, and then the external carotid is going to cross behind the posterior digastric and stylohyoid. So this is the external here. I wish he didn't have an ear. The next branch off the external carotid is the posterior auricular, which is going to go behind the ear. So occipital comes off here, posterior auricular comes off here. External carotid continues up, and this is where external carotid ends, where it branches into the superficial temporal and the maxillary. Superficial temporal is going to give off one that goes across here called the transverse facial, and then superficial temporal is going to continue up with the auriculotemporal nerve on the temporalis muscle. The maxillary artery, The maxillary artery comes through here, and we're going to have lots of branches off the maxillary. The first branch that heads up behind the lateral pterygoid, this branch right here, is the middle meningeal artery. We have a branch that comes down into the jaw, that is the inferior alveolar artery. Next branch is going to be coming in front of the lateral pterygoid, but deep to the temporalis muscle. That's the deep temporal artery. So you go middle meningeal, inferior alveolar, deep temporal, buccal is going to the cheek here, and then it's going to continue up, give off a posterior superior alveolar. Then this is where the maxillary ends, where it's branching into infraorbital and sphenopalatine, which we'll catch up with in the eye and the nasal cavity respectively. So you need to be able to identify posterior auricular, middle meningeal, deep temporal, inferior alveolar, buccal, posterior superior alveolar, infraorbital, and sphenopalatine off of the maxillary. That's it.